Thanks, guys. Hard to believe we're almost at the halfway point as we enter week 6 of the season. The top 4 has begun to crystallize. With that said, here's my top 10 for this week. Number 10, Washington State. Loose on the Palouse. That's a fun phrase. Get ready to hear more of it after the Cougs shut down USC Friday night. Washington State held Heisman candidate Sam Darnold to a career low 164 yards passing and no touchdown passes. Welcome to the top 10, Wazoo. At number 9, Wisconsin. The Badgers survived their Big Ten opener, putting up 33 points against Northwestern. Wisconsin has scored 30-plus in all 4 games this year, but a big one looms Saturday night at Nebraska. At number 8, TCU. The Horned Frogs were off last weekend, but Big 12 play resumes with West Virginia on Saturday. And if it's anything like these past showdowns that they've had in the past, expect this one to be high scoring. TCU should be relatively unchallenged, though, until November. Number 7, Michigan. Wolverines were also off last week. Good timing for Michigan. Conference schedule growing more difficult. A rivalry game against Michigan State, never easy. And then a potential trap game at Indiana because of the showdown that looms at Penn State after that on October 21st. All right, so it was kind of a boring week for upsets in the top 10. Outside of USC losing, everyone in the same spot. Washington comes in at number 6. They manhandled Oregon State on the road. Just a 7-0 game at half, but a 21-point third quarter put the Huskies up big, up 42-0 before a face-saving touchdown by Oregon State late in the game. At number 5, Georgia. The Bulldogs have claimed supremacy in the SEC East after a 41-0 win at Tennessee. Tough weekend to be a Vols and Titans fan, huh? Georgia rushed for 294 yards and 4 touchdowns, and the defense held the Vols to just 142 yards of total offense. Kirby Smart eyeing that SEC title game tilt against the old boss. At number 4, Penn State. Top 4 has been unchanged for a few weeks now. Even with Saquon Barkley bottled up, Penn State put up 45 on Indiana. Trace McSorley threw for 315 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oh yeah, Barkley got in on the touchdown toss action as well. At number 3, Oklahoma. Another team that was off this past weekend. The Sooners resumed Big 12 play against Iowa State, and then the Red River rivalry against Texas, which usually provides a nice dose of excitement. Number 2, Clemson. Well, not really number 2, as much as it is a co-number 1 here at the top. A 31-17 win at Virginia Tech, at night no less. Very impressive. Even more impressive, the fact the Tigers now have 2 top 15 road wins this season by comfortable margins. The Clemson D held the Hokies to just 90 yards rushing. But still at the top, Alabama, a 66-3 win against Ole Miss, and that's a week after a 59-0 win at Vanderbilt. Let's just skip to the finale at Auburn. The Tide won't be remotely challenged until then. Those are my top 10 teams in college football.